sound really strong right now.
I am.
Okay?
I came in fast.
Yes, you did. You came in fast and strong. What's happening?
Wow. Is all I can say. There are no words to describe what is happening. They're coming en masse.
From the primordial sea?
Yes.
That's what I thought I saw. Oh my.
Not one or two. En masse.
What on earth did we do down here? I mean, I know it's bad. I know it's really bad. I know the more you look at it, the worse it is. But what on earth happened?
You called them in.
I thought I called them in. I thought I had. Okay, I called them in. Wait a sec. Yeah, I'm not going to do this right. Or I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea. No. I got the word imperative.
Okay.
And that it wasn't a want. That
it needed to happen.
there is something about the... I'm going to this and use these terms that is understood here, but you would understand them better there. That something about the evil souls that have congregated on earth and their abilities to manipulate, adjust, act, they would use, if they realized what was going on, they were going to use mass trauma to either hide themselves or split apart other souls. I'm getting that they were already starting this, the trauma. It was necessary. So what you are seeing is the gates to the primordial sea had been opened already.
Yes.
They had sent through. I'm going to ask this. In the universe of the souls, is there any other place that is acting or behaving the way Earth is?
A few.
A few. Okay, so there are some specklings of them throughout the universe of the soul.
Yes.
That are reacting this way.
Yeah.
But the majority of the universe of souls is reacting much better.
Yes.
Doing much better. It's just
yes.
There's just certain places
that has a concentration of evil.
Has a strong concentration of evil and I put the call out. I know I put the call out. I remember putting the call out. I did it yesterday. And I did it again this morning.
The dragons, the krakens, the light mothers.
There's something I saw in the forefront. Looked like a lion-faced one.
Yeah, that's the one that was waiting in the wings.
Okay, so he's coming. He's already heading the...
Yeah.
Okay.
And others that you don't know of yet.
Even others that I'm not even aware of. The whole...
Everyone in the primordial sea is coming.
We felt this morning a sense of... not just me, also felt the sense that something was wrong and did it also call to them?
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't just me. Both called out to them.
Yeah.
To come in.
And others.
And others on Earth also called out to them?
Yes.
And also the other places
yes.
too? Okay. So that is what is going on. Do you remember how the attack on the guide realm had echoed back through time?
Yes.
And there is this which has gone forth through the stories of the point where evil always had to be taken out. It was always going to have to come. There was no way that it could not have come. There are stories of great ones from the earth's perspective, from the heavens coming and acting suspicious.
What?
That this is that which had echoed back through time. I see the lion-faced. I'm calling him the lion-faced one. Not that he has a lion's face.
Looks like the Krakens aren't really Krakens.
Yes, it is the best
description you have.
That I see him coming. Wait. You said the Light Mothers are coming?
Yes.
The Light Mothers are coming? Okay, I'm going to be very specific in this question. Because when the Light Mothers interacted and assisted God, they were still where they were, but they sent that which is like their light love tentacles, whatever.
No, they're not sending something, they're coming.
They're coming? Okay, I know that this is, as Uriel used to say, above my pay grade. But, have the Light Mothers ever come, to your knowledge, anywhere?
No.
The Light Mothers are coming?
More than one.
Yes, they are. They act a lot together. They're like close-knit sisters.
Yes.
So that do things together. They don't really do things really by themselves. Even if one is doing something, the others are all right there.
Like I said, everyone is coming.
Everyone is coming. Okay. Everyone is coming.
They won't all come together, because some of them have to come farther.
Yes.
But that's better.
Yes.
If they come in waves.
Okay, I am like really. This is like. Okay. The me that is here, the extension that is here, is like totally flabbergasted. I know you're flabbergasted also, but I mean, Earth is, in comparison to the galaxy, a speck.
It's a linchpin.
But how on earth? That term. How are they able to? I mean, I know that it's a concentration of the evil and the knowledge of the evil. That's the concentration of the knowledge of the evil is a concentration of the knowledge. No, that's not the correct term.
Earth is a linchpin for the rest of creation. If Earth goes down...
After all creation goes down. I kept telling them all that, yes. If Earth goes down, everything goes. And it will form... let me really do this. The way it is understood here, let me say that way. The way it is understood here, it would form a black hole. And that it will suck in all creation into... It would not... Earth goes down, everything starts to be pulled down also with it. Wait a second, please. Just a moment, please. Oh.
What?
Just a minute. I'm still sort of... Okay. I'm going to use this as there are ideas that are not accurate from their perspective of what we understood here, what they say here, is a black hole. And it is very much like that which I'm seeing, but it's not a black hole, but it is in a way. Okay, if you see divinity as light and bright and good, and you use that illustration thereof. And, okay, remember how those of evil ones, we refer to them as dark, and they're
Yes.
able to hide behind the light. And
Yes.
that is not an accident. That is not just an illustration. It is not just an illustration. There is something that is that which is anti-divine. Think like antimatter, anti-divine. That which is anti-divine is a substance, is a something. It's not just an idea or a concept. It is a something. It is not easily constructed. It requires trauma and distortion compounded to create this anti-divinity. This is why the inertias were continued to walk even though their souls had gone into the singularity, because they were of anti-divinity. And on earth there is a concentration of ones that are of anti-divinity. These ones exist like the concept that exists here of a black hole, pulling in the light and ripping it apart and creating more anti-divinity. Their beingness is this. If they can create enough trauma and distress on earth, they can create more anti-divinity, creating a collapsing point. A point where they can coalesce as I'm going to use this very loosely, like a ball or sphere of anti-divinity that will behave the way the idea here is of a black hole pulling everything toward it. Their existence in the anti-divinity, I cannot see it clearly. It's too fast and dense. It becomes very dense, infinitely dense. It becomes infinitely dense anti-divinity. It will pull in all of creation. It was already starting to have a gravitational, not really gravitational, we're going to describe it like that, a gravitational pull. I can already see that which is already been pulling out, it's already even been pulling out from God. It's already been pulling. It is not that yet. Okay, let me rephrase that. It is not pulling at God now. I am seeing a future possibility. That's what I am seeing. It is not happening now. But that which they are seeking, it's not even seeking. That which they are naturally creating, because it has its own, you know how divinity has its own natural pull and direction, and it compels? Mm-hmm. This also has its own natural compelling pulling force to those which have of this, I'm going to call black essence. Not there's anything wrong with the color black, but this is a dense, not inky. It is denser than tar. It is denser. It does have an ooziness, but is infinitely dense. We will call it that. Infinitely dense. It has, and I'm talking about from a future tense. It's not that it's already at that point, but that is where it is going to. That is where it is moving to naturally. Not that someone is intending for this to happen. Not that someone has thought this out and created this. It was not created from the outside. It was the natural progression of the way this interacts. I get no. It is not. It does not have a consciousness, and it's not even truly a collective, because that which is. This is very odd. This is very okay. I'm going to move away from that. I'm just going to go. That which is now segmented, and it has not become that, but is moving towards that. It would not stop once it had. We're going to use the word consumed creation. It would not have stopped. It would become. Not that it would be unstoppable, but it would become far... Okay, go back to this. Remember in the first Star Wars movie that they were building the Death Star. They built the Death Star, and it was... No, not the first Star. The Empire Strike... No, not that one. No, the last one. The last one. They were building the Death Star. The Death Star was not complete, though it was operational. It was not complete. To strike at it and take it out early on would be easier than if you wait for its total operation. Once it could easily move from place to place, then it would be more dangerous. Early strike was necessary before it became what it was going to be. This which is coming together has not coalesced into the dark hole, black hole. It's not a hole. It's not a hole, because a hole suggests an emptiness. It's not an emptiness. It's something. This dark consuming something. Before it becomes this, we must take it out. Now, the segmented pieces must not be allowed to coalesce. They must be taken care. They must be, yes, that which I saw before of encapsulating each of the pieces and removing them from time. Yes, they must each individually first be completely encapsulated. Then they must be, after they are encapsulated, all of them, then they must be removed from time to prevent them from ever becoming that. So that which was created can never be created. This will also bring about the healing, just like it occurred when the Whispering Ones were gone and others returned, the Whispering Ones took out. This will disintegrate them. The ones that have come into this point of the black blobby thing, you cannot go back in time to fix them. No. I'm telling someone, no, they cannot be fixed if you go back in time and fix them. These ones cannot be fixed. I've already been trying to do that. That is what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to go back and moving through time and giving them, trying to draw them direction. There is something about that which occurs, this thing that occurs, it exists outside of time, so that once they become that, that's what they are throughout all time, and they will always follow this path. There is no. That's why they have spoken of some have spoken of many timelines. Many timelines have already been tried. There is no way to fix these ones. This was what they were always going to be. They must be removed, encapsulated first, and then erased from time. But this is become to the The point where we are now is at the imperative moment. It would not stay just creation. That's what all must come and act and heal. There must be a great healing done to all that they are traumatizing. That's why the light mothers must come in also. The healing is paramount. It cannot be a slow healing on the physical. This must happen quite quickly and not just allow it to naturally occur. Just a little bit more moment here. Okay, I got it. Those who divinity are already popping, then that they are or taking out or when divinity, they're fine. Those are not the ones that I'm worried about. It's the ones that when divinity is not popping. That is why she is not seeing the mass die-offs occurring, because there are so many that divinity, coming in contact with divinity itself, does not pop them. It is not strengthening them, but they are impervious. Yes, they are impervious to divinity. Their denseness is impervious to divinity. They must be encapsulated and immediately erased from all time and existence. Encapsulated, erased. Encapsulated, erased. All of them. Everywhere. They must all be found. You will find them because they will invoke trauma. They cannot help but to evoke trauma. Now that we can see who they are, the ones we were calling the inertia, the ones we were calling the corrupted ones whose souls went into the singularity, but they still continue to exist. These are the ones that we were calling inertias, are not just simple fading inertias because they have not faded, and they were not fading. They were something separate. Yes, these must be encapsulated and removed from time. Okay, she's going to pull out now a little bit. She has gotten the bigger her, fuller her will be working, and it is good that she has done this, and this information is being shared with all of those from the primordial sea to understand that which they are dealing with. The ones we were calling inertias, they do not fear the ones of the primordial sea. They do not fear. They do not have the capacity for fear. They have used those on earth who are of light like a human shield. They have traumatized and used and abused them in grit, yes, but they have used light and love and beauty to be as a human shield. Hold on. Yes, do not do it as in completely surrounding earth. That would not have the effect that you desire. It must be done individually. Each one individually. The more that can coalesce together, the more difficult this will become. It must be done on an individual basis. Anything that they have stolen, when they are erased from time, that will no longer be part of them. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull out. I'm pulling out. Just a moment. I'm pulling out.